Today's topic is how to create a channel with impact. We want to have an impact on society. We want to have an impact on our viewers, people that spend time watching our channel. We want to make sure that we have an impact on their lives or whatever they are creating in their own individual lives. I'm sure you also feel the same thing. You also want to achieve the same results because creating a channel on its own just for fun, it's just, I mean, just a little portion of the people who come to YouTube just want to create YouTube for fun. Majority have a goal, they have a vision, they have a plan, something they want to do. And most times, those things are supposed to, not supposed to, but will be better if they have an impact, if your channel has an impact. So today I'm speaking on, I want to just reflect on the point of my channel, share my ideas, what I want to impact, and how it's going to also impact you as a viewer or as a subscriber. Well, I have a notebook here where I've taken time to note down certain key points I'd want to discuss so I don't lose my thoughts. We started out, or I started out as a photographer. After uni, I went straight into photography. And for a while, I was doing very good. I mean, for my whole career, I did very well. I had a 10-year career in photography where I did very well. And the interest was very high. I shot a lot of events. I shot a lot of weddings specifically. And I enjoyed every bit of it. The story and the growth, everything that comes with photography and the wedding industry was very interesting to me. So I enjoyed it for all that 10 years that I was in photography. Now, I want to discuss my plan or the idea of how to have an impact. So, looking at this start point, what is my plan? What is my journey? What do I think this channel is going to do or to push us to create that impact? And how do I create that impact? Okay, and for the same reason, if you are watching, you could use the same methodology to also look at your life, look at your story, and see how you can use your channel to create an impact when you begin to create your channel, or if you want to switch things around. Bear in mind, this is not my first channel. When I was into photography, I had a channel on YouTube where I shot a lot of vlogs and travel stuff because the wedding photography took me to, different places across the country. So I created vlogs whilst I traveled, or if I went to a location and I liked it, after I came back after the work, I would go there again and explore it on my own. So I used to do that a lot. And that old channel is still there, but it has a bit of followers, about 1,000 or 1,500 subscribers. But I decided to abandon that channel because over the years, I experimented with a lot of other unrelated content. So whilst I was posting weddings, I was also posting travel videos. I also tried, let's say, a podcast sort of idea where I spoke about things that are very unrelated to photography and weddings. We spoke about relationships also, So the algorithm would be a bit confused when I decide to come up and create another type of content like this. So I decided through study and looking at what is going on YouTube and how to make sure the algorithm understands you, I decided to come up and create a new channel to speak about my journey and then what I want to do with this channel. So with that, we would go straight into what and how to do this whole impact idea. How do you create a channel that has impact? So for starters, you have to start with your why. Why are you doing this? Why do you want to create a YouTube channel? Why do you want to, do or embark on this journey? You have to take a while to think about it. What is the purpose? Is it because it's a trend or everybody's doing it, so you also want to, come on YouTube and create content? There's no real plan. Is that your reason? Is it because you want to maybe build a business and you think YouTube is a channel to help you get eyeballs onto your business? There are two kinds of creators mainly on YouTube. There are those that are for entertainment and those that create educational content, like what I'm trying to build here. I'm trying to educate. So why am I on YouTube? Well, for me, I have a brick and mortar business, which is picture framing business, design, print, and finish. That's my business. That's my company. We are into picture frames, printing, and installations of artwork to, beautify people's homes and, to make your home pleasing or make it welcoming. So that is my brick and mortar business where I have employees and everything. I have a team behind me doing all that. So that is one aspect of my why, because I want to create YouTube to be able to reach out to a broader market, and then also for people who are on the same journey as me to be able to help them and to coach them through the processes that I took to be able to get to where I am now as a business owner. But for that side, I think a lot of people would not be interested in picture framing per se. So the idea is not to teach you how to create your own picture framing business. The idea is to make sure that whatever business you are into, whatever kind of product you are selling, or what kind of if it's even a digital product, it's either physical or digital product, whatever thing you are into, I could help you, get a system around it where it can make impact and also make sales. So for me, YouTube is another avenue where I want to centralize my marketing and my reach. So that is one side, to make sure I can help other business owners to build their business or to even start that idea, because I've been through it. I know how it goes. Also, when it comes to the YouTube creator, I want to make sure I walk you through the journey I'm on to learn and teach what it takes to build a YouTube business, a channel where leads can come in, and then also to give value. As a weekly episode, I can give value to those of you spending time with me week in, week out. So you can use it to understand my journey and also look at your journey and understand that, well, if I was able to do it and I followed these kind of processes, you can also follow the same processes and then get to where I am. So that is one thing that I really, resonate with, and that is one of my main pillars for coming onto YouTube, to make sure I direct more business onto my brick and mortar, and then also to help a lot of people through the journey I have been. Because I know maybe you are now starting your process where you are now building your brick and mortar or trying to get into a digital product or a digital business, and all these things are very confusing to you, how to juggle through the process of building a YouTube and also building a brick and mortar and also taking care of things offline. That is a struggle. So if someone like me comes through and is able to walk you through the process and make it more easier for you to get it figured out, I think that is impactful enough, and you would see the value, and I think you appreciate it. So that is one of my main thing. If you are able to stay and understand the processes that I am going through, you can replicate the same thing, and then you would be fine. But if you would also want to be coached, you want to be helped to understand these things that I'm talking about and to go deeper into it, I have a link in my description, and you can join my community where, just like-minded business owners and home owners, come together. If you want to talk about frames, if you want to give me business, you can just go book a call with me, and then we can talk about business. But if you want to join the community, you want to also, grow your business and build your YouTube business, you can join my community, and we can build together. So that is your why. Once you are done with your why, you have to think about how will you present the mission, your unique expression and process. What do people come to you for? So I think I have tackled this with my what. So the what and the why have been tackled. So we also have to talk about the how. I think I mentioned a bit in the why. So now we talk about how. How do we make an impact, or how do we do the process of making the impact? What is your process going to be like? I have a process of coming on YouTube and sharing insightful stuff, things that you would need, or things that I would have needed a few years back. If I watched or I had a YouTube video like this a few years back, it would have helped me to figure out my journey a bit cleaner and quicker. So I'm giving it to my younger self. And for people on the other side, maybe you would have also wanted something like this when you were starting your business, but you didn't have it. So now, because I have done this journey before and I have built something, I want to put out a content like this or a channel like this that will help other people on this journey. How I'm doing it is through YouTube and having this talking head kind of videos, going to put them out weekly to share my journey and to share my insights with you, how to do it. You can also do the same. Maybe you want to do a vlog, you want to have a podcast, you want to have a different kind of channel. That's fine. You can also do the same thing. The process is supposed to give a blueprint of how you want to get to your goal. You see, how you want to get to your goal. So this goal is very simple. The YouTube channel is the center of everything right now. That is what I want to make it, where I hone the community, my subscribers and people who watch me, those who are interested in, beautifying their homes and getting frames into their homes. That will move to the business, and design, print, and finish will take care of it, which is already a running business. And then those who want to build their own business and channel like I'm doing, they also join the community where we can grow together and share ideas. And then also, if you would want to be coached, you would want to be held in, a group kind of discussion, all those kind of ideas, yes, we can build that in a community. So yes, I have a link also where you can join the community. We are now growing. It's a new channel, so it will take a bit of time for the idea to catch on and for people to join. So I mean, the first few people to join would obviously have a lot of my time and attention where we can discuss, more. So if you are interested in talking to me and discussing these things, we can, click the link, join the community, and let's see how it goes. We'll figure it out together. So after your how, then you have to find your what. What do you want your life to look like? This is key because at the end of the day, I have a brick and mortar business. I have toiled to build it. I have gone through the process to build it. And I want a life where everything works easier, because it's very difficult to attract the kind of clients you want on a mass scale. My business is doing very well. I won't lie. It's doing very well. You can check it out, Design, Print and Finish on Instagram. It's doing very well. We have lovely clients that we work with, but everything is about scale. When it gets to December, we have a lot of, attraction, because everybody wants to get their home in order and, beautify their homes, and we are being called all around the country. So it's very sweet in December. But around the year, it's just normal traffic. So my whole concept here is to just make impact. And I think this video has been a bit long for now. So I'll end it here. And I hope you join me and we share more stories in the community that I'm building. If you want to know more about my story, I put out a first video. This is my second video. I put out a first video where I think it's the founder story, where I spoke about myself and how I got here. So you can watch that video if you haven't already. And then subscribe if you want, or join the community. Also, you can get on a call with me if you are here for business. If you want me to, just do something for you and, service your home, do some decor work for you, you can just get on a call. It's free. Get on a call, consultation call. We discuss your idea. And then if you're a good fit, we can work together. So yeah, thank you for joining this early. And I hope I take you on a very fruitful ride throughout this YouTube journey.